Hi, chat. Hello. Put lipstick on my mic. Hello. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing super well. I hope you had a nice break if you were here earlier for co working. Let me scroll down to see who got first crew. I see Esther. I see Jane. I see Peace. I see Felipe. And I see Noisy. Congratulations. Here is your cool crew vibes for today. Thank you so much for being here early as I start the stream. Nuts, thanks for cheering me on. Noisy, welcome in. Felipe, welcome in. Peace, welcome in. Pauline, welcome in. Joa, welcome in. Senanor, thanks for cheering me on. Naomi, welcome in. Nuts, welcome in. Senanor, welcome in. Thomas, welcome in. Firecutes, welcome in. And thanks for cheering me on. Liker, welcome in. Elia, welcome in. Dots, welcome in. Lilith, welcome in. Jane, welcome in. Yule, welcome in. And thanks for cheering me on. What? Emma, welcome in. And Dazzle, welcome in. And thanks for cheering me on. Babs Marie, welcome in. Ravarian, welcome in. Magda, welcome in. Burb, welcome in. And thanks for cheering me on. Olympia, welcome in. Joy, welcome in. Madison, welcome in. Riri, welcome in. And thanks for cheering me on. Also, is it, wait, Julif Comfy? Let me know if I say that correctly, but welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like the aesthetic. I am glad to hear that. All the sound alerts. You guys are remixing today, huh? You guys are like, don't worry. Don't worry. We remix. Do you do still? No, I stopped doing that for the simple reason that it kept deleting them. So I eventually ended up feeling like I had to remember all of them because I told people that I set up nicknames for them in chat. And then I felt like every single time I streamed, I was scared that I might have forgotten someone's username or like nickname. And then at one point I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna I use your username, or like part of your username. And I do my best to remember your pronouns and stuff like that, but it got to a point where I was like, my brain cannot keep up. I'm merely a peasant. That is also my favorite KK Slider tune. Although I might have listened to it a little bit too much because I kept hearing it when I was playing Animal Crossing because I had the little disc in my house. So every single time I was decorating my house, I would hear it. um, it is an extension, but the file for the usernames is like saved locally. Um, so every single time your OBS updates and you have to re-add the extension to your OBS, you lose all of your nicknames. Um, And some people tackle this by setting them up in a browser and having a separate chat window open. But that went wrong so many times where I forgot to open chat and it was messy. And I was like, no, I just want to use the in chat in OBS. But it very often breaks when you do updates, which is fine. Then I just update it once. But then you do lose your file. And I looked up if I can find where that file is stored. Cannot find anything. Because it's basically supposedly living in your browser cache, but I have an embedded chat in my OBS. So then it's like, yeah, it lives in your browser cache. I'm like, yeah, well, okay. And also, if you ever need to reset your browser cache, oh, it's so good. Because you need to, fix something in your browser, and a lot of solutions for browser problems are fix your browser or like delete your browser cache. And then you do that, and then you lose all of it. So I was like, you know what? I love this feature, but I wish it was just built into Twitch. Um, because then I don't think this would have been a problem. Then I would love to use it, but it's just too much of a hassle, you know? The pommels were good this morning. I didn't finish all my work, unfortunately. I wish I did, but it was just too much. But we still got a lot of things done. Also, hi Mim Bim. It is good to see you. And Serenelle, welcome in, and Anna, welcome in. I hope all of you are doing so well. Um, but yeah, I accepted the consequences. And to be honest, I feel like a lot of streamers do this where they just use people's username. Um and for some people, like, I still remember there are people in chat where because of this, I want to know a nickname for you. I sort of stored it in my brain, so for some I just keep on. Really? Okay, yeah, goodbye. Um okay. Try that in my chat one more time. This is really stupid. Um But, I just accept it, like, for some people, I remember a nickname, for most, I don't. I wish I had super memory, though. I wish I wish that you know how some people have, like, photographic memory? I wish I had that to remember, like, all of your nicknames. That would be so useful, but don't not for anything else, or maybe for a couple of other things, but I wouldn't want it for everything. Like, it would be nice if you can sort of pick and choose what you have it for, you know? Also, SodaStorm, welcome in, it's good to see you. Hello, hello. Oh, yes, please. I would love to know. But also, just to keep in mind, not, like, 2 medical things because it can be triggering for people in chat, but I hope he's okay. Sending Nuts Junior good vibes. Um, but yeah, how are you guys doing? I know that, we hung out every single Monday. I have this where I'm like, "Oh yeah, how's everyone doing?" And then I'm like, "Well, we hung out the entire day, but we don't really have time to properly catch up when I do go working." So, I'm curious, how are you guys doing? How was everyone's weekend? What were you up to? Did you do anything special? Did you do anything fun? Any memorable stories to tell, or maybe not at all, and you're like, "No, man, I vibed and it was chill, and now I feel all relaxed, still sick, but warm, cozy, and have to pee for the 2,000th time today." Actually, 20,000th time today. I hope you feel better soon, but proud of you for drinking enough, because that's important. Right above his elbow. Next week, we have another appointment to see how long it will last. Oh, he has the heavy one. That is the worst. The first week is always the worst. Um, But when he gets the lighter one, he hopefully gets to pick a color. That's always fun. Like, it sucks, but I feel like, weirdly enough, getting a colorful cast as a kid is also almost part of, like, I don't know, growing up. It's like part of being a kid. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. I suddenly forget everything I did in the last 2 days. Valid. Happens to me as well. Actually, at work, good luck with work. I hope it goes well. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. Had a chill weekend, enjoyed the nice weather a bit, and back in my Animal Crossing era. I feel like a lot of people are returning to Animal Crossing. I keep seeing other people, like, also on social media and stuff, like, people are really back into it, which is super nice, I think. But I'm still sad that they're not bringing out any updates. They're making every possible bit of Animal Crossing merch with the Crocs now, even. But, like, I don't know. They just don't do any updates, which is weird. Um, I would not make a joke like that. Yeah, I was like, I feel like you make a lot of jokes, but that one was so out of character for you. That's why I was like, "What did I just read?" I was like, "How you would have not said this." Um, feeling low because of monthly pain. Oh no, we hate that. I'm sorry to hear it. I hope things get better soon. Um, at 3 dental clinics today for a retainer, and they, acted really weird because I was not their patient. I had to explain myself that I moved in another city and had braces as, other doctor. Like, imagine people moving. Crazy, right? That is so annoying. I also like, even if you had to arrange something first or something, like, don't act annoyed, just explain what you need to do. I don't understand why people then have to, like, act entitled and annoyed as if you are supposed to know all the information. Like, just help someone then. Um, has a bad time story. That's nice. I feel like that's good. It's like a very relaxing game. Oh, same you. Or like when someone is like, "Oh, what's your favorite song?" Like, how the hell should I know? Of all the songs that I've listened to, I can't remember a single one right now. Although with the favorite song, I do have a pretty standard answer. But then I'm like, I never really, like, reevaluate whether that's actually my favorite song, because as soon as I start to reevaluate and think about it, I'm like, "Yeah, I can't remember any song that I've ever listened to." Oh, with color too. I don't have a favorite color anymore. I used to, but at this point, I'm like, "How am I supposed to pick?" You know how many beautiful colors there are? Um, it's a song I heard as a kid and stuck with me. Exactly, yeah, it's like, I just at one moment, I was like, "Okay, so this is the one," and then I just kept that one. Um Like, exactly, your mind just blanks, even though probably you might actually have a favorite, but it's just like, as soon as you get asked the question, your mind is just like, "Yep, no function anymore." Just doesn't work. Also, hi, Nora, it's good to see you, I hope you're doing well. So sad that Animal Crossing yeah, right? Like, it doesn't make any sense because Animal Crossing is, like, one of Nintendo's most successful franchises. I do not understand why they stopped giving updates. Like, it makes 0 sense. Because at first I was like, "Oh, that's probably because they're gonna release another Animal Crossing game, right?" Like, that's what I assumed. But they also haven't done that. It's been 5 years since they released Animal Crossing, and I think, like, 3 years since last update. So I'm like, Are you just trying to purposefully not monetize on one of your most successful games? Like, what is your strategy here? I don't understand it." Oh, I have to agree, Thomas. I think See, this is the thing. Now I think about this documentary and I'm like, yeah, of all the documentaries that I've seen, and I'm like, I can't remember which ones I've seen, but that one is very high on my list. Like, easily top 5, potentially top 3. Like, it is such a good documentary. Like, it is so like, it sticks with you. Like, I actively think about it very often. Hana, thank you so much for the 37 months. What the butts? That is a wildly long time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please enjoy your beautiful first badge and all your other subby emotes. But thank you, thank you, thank you. A subby perks, not also emotes, I guess. Um, but thank you so much. And also, it's really good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. Actually, too sweet. No, but I mean it. Everyone hanging out here, if you're in the Discord, you'll actually shared a video of a documentary that she worked on together with an amazing team of people. And it's like a really, really, really beautiful story. So if you like enjoy, it's not a super long documentary either. So you don't have to like sit down and watch it for 2 hours. I believe it's like 25 minutes, something like that. Um, so it's like it's one of those things that you can just sit for, watch it, and then it will give you like so much good things to think about. Also, Pastel, welcome in. It's really good to see you. Um, Thank you, Esther, for putting the Discord link in chat. Thank you, thank you. It is in the self promo channel in the Discord. Yeah. Um, it's 55. No, no way. It's 47 or 55. When I was watching, like time flew by. I did not realize it was almost an hour. There's no way. That breaks my brain because I remember watching it and like I remember sitting down at the location where it was being shown. And I remember thinking, "Ooh, this is like not a super comfortable seat. Like it was like a wooden bench." And I don't even think that at one point I thought to myself, "Oh, I'm no longer comfortable." So that's how like engaged I was. But yeah, I don't know what they cut out, but 7 minutes, 8 minutes even is a lot of material to cut out. Um, so it's good that you watched the original because obviously I don't know what they cut out, but I can imagine that 55 minutes is good because I really liked everything in it. Like I wouldn't cut parts out, I think. Obviously sometimes you have to, but like this was such a good way to tell the story. Um, no regrets to knowing you and seeing you. Gotta stop. Likewise, right back at ya. Right back at ya. Um, also as Mifi, welcome in. It's good to see you. And Jelly Stam, welcome in. It's good to see you as well. And they stuck to that perfectly, so that was nice, but still a little bit heartbreaking. Yeah, it sucks to have to do that. I think this is like I would always struggle with this. Or like even thinking about it. I already struggle with this sometimes when I edit my own videos, but especially if you do like film or documentary, I think the editing process is so difficult. Because like sometimes you'll have a beautiful shot and you'll have like a little piece of the story that you feel like is so good, but just in the grander scheme of things, you don't need it, so you're gonna have to cut it out. I think I would find that so heartbreaking. Um, that is true. An international audience can see it, which is that is really nice. Editing process is so difficult. Yeah, I can't even imagine. Also, love ghosted. Welcome. It is good to see you. And thank you, Pada, for checking out the plussy. Actually, that might be a good shout. Hi, Chris. It is really good to see you. Hello, hello. Let me pin this as well. Because I talked about it on co-working, but obviously some of you guys are just here for no, Pata, don't you ever dare to say sorry for a prime. Literally, I do not want to hear it. You have one prime a month, and the fact that you decide to share that with me is so incredibly sweet. So, like, I don't even want to hear sorry for even the littlest bit. Even if you didn't subscribe at all. Literally no sorries ever needed for any one of you, by the way. Um, I just have that command set up as it's like part of something I'm trying to reach, but there's like no pressure. Like we get there when we get there. Um, so keeping my eyes on you. Thank you so much again for that prime. Like I really, really genuinely appreciate it. Thank you for spending Daddy Bezos's bucks. um, but I know how the heck is it September? I have no idea. Time is flying so fast. It's ridiculous. But yeah, for September, which on Twitch is often celebrated as September, I have set up some cool things. So for the entire month, you get a discount on subscriptions. So you get a discount of 25% on 1 month subscriptions, a discount of 25% on 3 months in advance subscriptions, and a discount of 30%. Thank you for illustrating. Ellen, thank you so much for the 37 months in the freaking tier 2. Excuse you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please enjoy that beautiful first badge and all the emotes, including all the tier 2 emotes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. How are you doing? It's really, really good to see you. Also, I'm just realizing you still have a shout out and it literally says, "Hi, I'm Ellen. I used to stream. Now I just watch." But your shout out's still there. Maybe I should sort through my shout outs, maybe at one point. At the same time, I don't think if I ever could, accept it, that I would remove it. Because it's just iconic for you to have a shout out. Like, it's been literally since day one, which at this point is a really long time. Also, Pastel, what the heck? Thank you so much for gifting that sub to Willow. Willow, please enter all of your subby perks for a whole month, courtesy of Pastel. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. How much your community is so entirely grateful for you. Aw, thank you. That's really sweet of you to say. I'm glad that's the vibe you're getting. Like, obviously, I hope that that's a vibe that you're getting, but it's really nice to hear that that's what you're seeing when you watch this stream. Um Also, Floyded, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Finally chatting. Let's go. Hi. It is very nice to have you. I hope you're doing well. Do channel point gifted subs count towards September or towards Plussy? Because gifted subs never count. If that's what you're asking. Just want to make sure that I answer the right question. Both. So for September, I guess yes, I would add you to the gift sub board. Like for anyone, I haven't shown you guys actually because I hadn't had the time to do that during co-working. But what even is happening? What even is happening? Thank you for the hydrate. I need that too. To catch my breath, safari. Yes. You just started a safari. And this is the little September board that I made, and I actually have to add people to it now. This is for everyone who gifts subs during September. Oh, maybe I should actually type it. There we go. So I'm adding all the people that are doing sub gifts. I'm not doing individual subs, but, beautiful butt cheeks. I actually do have exciting things for the people that subscribe. Because if you subscribe to the channel or if you get gifted a sub, either way, if you're in the Discord, there's a little channel called Subplanties. It is basically our sub-only channel, so you get access to it if you have your Discord and your Twitch linked. If you have an active subscription in this channel, you can see that Discord channel. And I posted 2 links today. One is a form where you get to vote on all of the emotes. So you get to vote which emotes should be going on tier 2, tier 1, tier 3, follower emotes, bit emotes, etc. And then the second form is a form where you get to submit a song. Like it's a little, just one question, and you get to submit either a link to Spotify or an artist or anything, but like basically one song. And I'm gonna make a plenty playlist. I'm gonna add that to um to my collection of playlists on Spotify, and then we're gonna use that a couple of times for co-working. And I really like the idea of, just being able to vibe to everyone's favorite music while we're working. And that way we can sort of like get to know each other, and you can hang out in stream and like, wait for your song to come on and stuff like that. So I'm actually very excited about that. But both of those forms you get access to if you subscribe to the channel or if you have a gifted sub. And if you gift a sub also through channel points, I will add you to the gifter board, of course, because you spend your channel points on it. Which it's there for a reason. Like even if you gift a sub through channel points, I will always make sure that I will say like thank you to you for using your channel points, even though I'm gifting the sub to chat. Like it's ew subscribing. Yuck. um but yeah, that's basically it. And then at the end of the month, the 3 highest gifters, so like there's a little leaderboard, the 3 people that have the highest gifted subs will get a handwritten card with stickers. If you're comfortable sharing your address, of course. There is absolutely no pressure. But like if you want to, I can send you a handwritten card with some stickers. And yeah, that's basically the short gist of it. At the end of the month, there will also be something with like bonus gifted. So Valorant is doing like a sponsored segment where in the last week of September, for every 5 gifted subs, Valorant will add like a random amount of subs to it. Your sub only renews at the end of the month. I think if you want, you could technically renew it at the end of the month, like on your renewal date, and still get the discount. Because you would just get the discount for the month after. Will Valorant get the handwritten note? If Valorant ends up on numbers like spot number 1, 2, or 3, I will literally just ignore them and give it to the next person. Because I'm not really feeling like writing Valorant a handwritten card. Like we don't share that kind of love. Renews on the 25th. Oh, that should be fine. If you renew it on the 25th with the discount, then you should be able to like get it for the month ahead. Also Carla and Lorzy, welcome in, and Mark, welcome in. I hope all of you are doing well. I subbed on Christmas. I will always remember. Really? Was that the cooking stream? Right, that must have been the cooking stream. When I was making the delicious but disastrous looking Palestinian cake. It was very good. I really liked it. Like taste-wise, it was perfect. But looks-wise, it was a little rough on the edges. Speaking of, I was working on the Movember goals and I added 2 more cooking goals to it. Or 1 baking, 1 cooking. Yeah, we've done cooking streams. I've done 3 cooking streams at this point, I think. 2 or 3. But I usually do them around Christmas. So I usually have it as one of the things that people can unlock for Movember. So I probably have done 2 because I've done 2 Movember campaigns. Because for the first one, I actually set up my camera and everything. So basically, I tore down my setup downstairs and I moved it. For the next one, or the previous one, what I basically did is I used the IRL streaming setup, and I just streamed from my kitchen. I've added 2 different cooking streams as rewards for Movember this time around, and I think you guys are really gonna like them. They're really good. Also, Lizzie, welcome in, and Evalette, welcome in. It's so good to see all of you, and thank you guys so much for that hype train. I really appreciate that. Or the safari, sorry. I really need to adjust to saying safari instead of hype train. Um, Also, Mikadori, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. Also, I think the ads are about to run, but like my little ad timer in my OBS is so broken for like absolutely no reason. And I don't understand why. Precisely. Thank you so much for that brand new dono. Hold on. Hold on. I saw that. I saw that, but now I actually, because I don't have my Ko-Fi in front of me. So let me open that. What the heck? Thank you so much. I don't know if you're actually here on stream because sometimes people also tip for like the Notion templates and stuff. And it always gives the alert, so I never know if someone is on stream. But if you're here, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. And also Carmoon, welcome in. It's really good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. Um, it seems like it's a thank you for the trackers, but still, that's really kind. What the heck? Um, but as the ads are supposedly gonna run soon, I think I'm gonna start up my game because I have a plan for today. I have a plan. And my mod Lena said, in all honesty, Lena has been editing the Mod Mansion videos. So she has a lot of evidence that suggests that I'm not a really fast builder. Let's go give it to someone random. Okay, I can do that. Eek, that's so fun. Thank you so much for using your channel points. Let's freaking go. Let me go gift a subby. Let's see who that's gonna go to, and then I'm gonna add you to the board. Dumb Bunny, congratulations for getting that gifted sub from Jane, who used 50,000 channel points. 50,000 to gift you a sub. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's really, really sweet of you. Let me actually go here and then go here. Wait, I actually have this scene. Does this still work? No. I click it, but like it tries to go to a scene that no longer exists. Um, there we go. Thank you so much. Our 69th group hug. Oh, that's really nice. Let's freaking go. That's actually kind of cool. Now we can never do this again. Exactly. This is it. This is it. Those were the group hugs. No more group hugs for anyone. But yeah, basically what I want to try to do today, and I feel like I should put emphasis on try, is I want to try and finish the mod mansion. We have a couple of things to do. The first things that I want to do quickly is 2 bathrooms. Because I still need to do the bathroom at Abu's room. Abu's room itself is done, but I need to work on the bathroom. And I need to finish the bathroom that is both for Esther and for Charlotte. They share a bathroom. And then I need to work on Charlotte's room. So it's basically 2 bathrooms and a bedroom. And Lena said that if I manage to do it, if I manage to actually finish it today, that she will bow to me. And I was like, you just gave me like an extra incentive. Not necessarily that I want her to bow to me, but the fact that I get to prove to someone that I could do it is like extra fun. So glad to finally manage to join a live stream. Let's freaking go. Thank you so much for coming from YouTube to Twitch. I appreciate it a lot. And thank you for watching all the Pack Legacy videos. It is really cool to hear that people are like still catching up and still watching those things because obviously I still post new episodes every week, but I started with that challenge over 2 years ago. So I really love to see people still finding it and then still binge watching through and kind of catching up. It's really, really amazing. We gotta see that on video. I'll be like, Lena, you now have to prove to the community. Bowser and Lena are the best, right? That's what I'm saying. Not that I have any comparisons to make, but still. Also, Molly, welcome in. I hope you're doing well, and thank you for cheering me on, Pastel. I appreciate it. I love that threat. It's got, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna do some chronically ill, girly, sexy self-care. I'm so proud of you. That sounds like a wonderful idea. Thank you for the lurk, and enjoy all of your girly, sexy self-care. Self-care do be very sexy, so I'm proud of you for practicing it. Speaking of, by the way, I have a little timeline for you guys about the self-care sexy merch because I know that I promised that I would commission someone, and I've actually found someone. Not just anyone. Actually, my dream artist, the one that I really wanted to work on with this project, has said yes. The thing is, they are working on another project and they have to finish that first. I'm not going to share who it is because I want to keep it a surprise because I feel like if I reveal who it is, you guys are gonna be able to check them out, which is awesome. I will share it once the work is done. But the reason is I feel like then the style of the artwork is gonna sort of get spoiled because they have a very specific style. And that specific style is exactly why I want to work with them because it's beautiful. But they have another project they need to finish. So we're gonna start working together in November. So I don't know exactly how long it's gonna take because obviously this is quite a customized artwork. Like, I have some ideas that I want incorporated in there, and I'm gonna send some reference pictures this week or of, like, things that I really like. Um, but I don't like, we're gonna start working on it in November. No end date promised, but just so you guys know that it might take a little bit more before that merch is actually there. But I am confident that it's gonna be worth the wait. Like, I'm 100% sure that this is gonna be super cool. Like, I'm actually genuinely extremely excited. And also, I already asked, like, if I could get the elements from the illustration also separately so that I can do different merch designs. Because obviously I would like the text, self-care is sexy, and I have like an idea for some characters and stuff. But I would like to be able to also use the characters without the background or to use the text separately so that if I do merch designs, I can do like maybe a little thing on the front and then like a bigger illustration on the back. And for the illustration, I was even thinking maybe like I could have mouse mats with it. Like I have so many freaking flippin' amazing ideas because this artist is gonna be so worth it. So it might take a little bit before it's there, but don't worry, I haven't forgotten it. I just wanted to say that. Also my game has started up. I'm just gonna have to change it from date everything to The Sims. Also, hi Matthias, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. We are gonna have to load into my game, and then we're gonna have to go into my build save. It'll be a great announcement. So I don't think I'll be able to announce it during the fundraiser because we only start working in November. So I think it won't be done until like somewhere end of December. Um, I was initially thinking that it might be cool if we could make it work timeline-wise for November, but then I realized that that was, like, too close to each other, so you have that background too? Oh, actually, it's not cor that one isn't correct, Esther, but technically it is because the, Patreon that it refers to is from the same creator as my main menu. Fundraiser, exactly. I agree. It's always very fun. Also, where was I building? Del Sol Valley. My new screen is so big that my world list is way shorter. Everything moved. Oh god. I'm gonna lose everything all the time now. That's gonna be interesting. I have a feeling like my armrests are further apart, even though that's impossible because I didn't change anything. Um, okay, so for anyone, just a really quick recap. For anyone who hasn't seen this project yet, um, which is funny because this might be the last stream that we work on it. But this is a huge mansion that I've been building for my mods. You might wonder, but Ro, this doesn't look anywhere near finished. That is unfortunately correct. Um, because I was way further into this build when I lost all the progress. So I had to re-download the shell from the gallery, and we actually lost, I would say, about 90% of this build because I had decorated everything on the inside. The entire downstairs floor was decorated and done. This floor was decorated and done. This floor was almost decorated and done. I literally only needed to do this little bit. This floor was decorated and done. The outside was almost fully decorated and done. And then I lost everything. So what we've been doing now is I recorded everything for YouTube, luckily. So I have like all the memories still. Um, and I'm now catching up and finishing the last rooms in the empty shell so that it's still like the right location and the right place and stuff. And then we're gonna just complete it as a series on YouTube. So it seems like or it feels like it's completely done. Um, the last thing we did was we worked on the bedroom for Abu, which is on Twitch. His name is the Flying Fox Den. And we worked very hard on this, but the one thing that we didn't do is his bathroom. So I think I want to start with that today. And then we're going to go upstairs. We're going to work on this bathroom, which is a shared bathroom for Esther and Charlotte. And then I'm going to work on Charlotte's bedroom. Um, the idea for this build is that all of my moderators here on Twitch get their own personalized bedroom. And for that, they've all filled in a little questionnaire. And I will basically be using their answers as inspiration or as guidance for me to make a room that feels like it represents them and their personality. I know, Tori. I know I was so sad. I cried. I legit cried over losing this. I've worked on this since January this year. So that's 8 months. This is the 25th stream that we're working on this. And I was very, very heartbroken and sad when I lost things. I was on the verge of completely giving up. Like, I was genuinely planning. Also, man, it's really good to see you. Welcome, welcome. I was genuinely ready to give up. But then I was like, no, actually, you know what? My mods deserve to get this project finished. Because otherwise I would feel bad for the mods that didn't get their room done. And when I talked to Lena and we've sort of worked out what we could do with, you know, all of the video material and trying to actually turn it into a YouTube series, that sort of helped me re-find motivation. Yeah, if you want to watch the Mod Mansion videos, I'm going to record more voiceovers tomorrow. But I've basically been posting a video every single week where we go over what we've made so far, basically. So the thing is, I would really like to do a green bathroom, but I don't think that's going to be possible. I don't think I have green tiles. And I've been using this specific tile basically in the entire build, so I also don't want to stray away from that. I do want to have my CC back. I actually think that it might be fun to go for something like this. I cry for breakfast. Honestly, valid. Some days you just need a good cry. Like, you know, it just needs to get out of your system. I would like to use the kit that we got recently. Are we recording? Yes, we are. I have a thingy that like automatically records. So only when I close my game in between, I have to manually start a second recording. But otherwise it automatically records. Thank you so much. Is it Leikaya? Do I say it correctly when I say it like that? Or wait, it's just Leika. Welcome in. Thank you so, so much for the raid. I appreciate that a lot. How was your stream? I see you're playing some Peak today. I hope you had a really good time. Thank you, thank you. Also, Khan, it's really good to see you. What a surprise to see your face in chat. Also, is it flat-chested puppy girl? Wait, no. Flat-chested puppy girl. I can read. You almost might not believe it, but I can read. Thank you so, so much for coming with the raid. Like, of course, welcome in. Lumpush, welcome in. Hello, hello. I hope all of you are doing well. Thank you for that shout out for anyone here. If you're looking for a wonderful new friend to follow, please make sure to go drop your bum on that follow button that is floating above chat right now. My name is Rosanna or Ro. I use she, her pronouns. On this channel, we do co-working, gaming, and a sprinkle of IRL. And today we're doing a big build in The Sims, and I'm trying to finish it to show my mod Lena, who just very conveniently entered chat, that I can actually do that, that I'm skilled enough to finish a build in one stream. I told them you would bow for me. But also, if you need to go raid and run please make sure to do so. Thank you so, so much for bringing your community over. But we always say here, self-care is very sexy. So if you need to go raid and run, take some rest. Please make sure to do so. But you and your community are super welcome here. And yeah, thank you so much again for the raid. I was speaking for like 3 hours, played on the hardest difficulty, and let's go. I've still not played Peak, but I've seen a lot of my friends play it. And I've actually heard that it's quite a challenge to play it by yourself and get to the peak, literally. But thank you so much again for bringing your friends. And yeah, I hope you enjoy hanging out. What do I get if you can't finish it? Bragging rights. The right to tell me every single time from now on when I say that I'm gonna finish a build. You can say, "Do you remember that one time that you said that you were gonna finish a build?" Yeah, didn't go that well, huh? Only you though. Not everyone in the community will get that. Is annoyingly very, very good at games. Oh yeah, that could not be me. I wish I was that person. Like, I always hope that I'm very good at games, but I don't think I am. Like, I'm not bad at games, which I think is, like, the closest I can get. Oh, that's annoying. There's no way that I can view this bathroom without if I place the walls down, all of the walls disappear. If LeBron James was a loser girl with too much time. Nah, I don't believe that. I believe you're just really good at gaming. I don't think Abu needs a hair clip. I'm just realizing that. Let's actually get that light because I do really like it. We do need to I need to figure out maybe the toilet can go on this side. And then this can go on this side. Because then I can do some more. Oh, remember that one time you didn't finish the mod mansion? Lena will delete the message. Yes. Not Rose saying she's not bad at games when games are. Okay, but listen, you can make your job out of things you're not good at. No, I don't think I'm necessarily like really bad at gaming, but I'm not like naturally gifted either. I feel like some people are, you know, those people that start up a game and are just instantly good at it. I used to have that as a kid. It would piss off my best friend so much. She would be playing like FIFA for the entire week. She'd be like grinding. And then I would come over in the weekend and I would literally beat her ass in 5 minutes. And she'd be like, "How do you do that? You've never played this game before." But somewhere I lost that talent and I no longer have it. And I miss it, to be honest. I want to be really good at games again. It was nice. It was a good feeling. Um, like it made me feel good about myself. Um, But yeah, I feel like now I'm not like, again, not bad at gaming, just not someone who very like intuitively immediately knows how a game works. Um, and I think it also differs what type of game I'm playing. Anything that requires a lot of button pressing at once, like if I have to do basically anything like piano playing but on a controller or keyboard, I will suck and I will not be able to do it. But if it's more like strategy games and stuff, then I think I'm actually not half bad. Um, so it's very dependent on what I'm playing. Um, yes, exactly. I'm paid because of how Matthias advertises. Correct. Um, won't let me multiplayer in her main. Oh my god, that's actually kind of funny. Like she is serious about that save. Um, shows that I'm bad at other games. I do feel like The Sims is a specific niche that you can play when you're not super good at other games. Because there's literally like very low stakes. And you can even remove all of the stakes. Like you could even turn off aging, you can turn off death, stuff like that, and then your Sims just live forever. Um okay, I'm just trying to like decorate in a way that makes sense for the bathroom, but I don't think I have a very specific like style or something in mind that I want to have for this bathroom. Hi, Huff. It is good to see you. Thank you for the hydrate. And thank you for cheering me on as well. I saw the financial video from 2024. I expect improvements for 2025. Then, oh yeah, 90% increase at least. I actually don't remember what I said in the 2024 video, so I couldn't give you an estimate on whether he's on target. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I hope you are too, Huff. It is really good to see you. But I couldn't tell you if he's on target. Uh, ooh, like a green vase is actually kind of nice because, you know, Abu's favorite color is green, and that is currently heavily underrepresented in this bathroom. I think a towel might be nice. We have the little towel rack here. You know what would be super convenient, maybe? Like a taller mirror as well. 690%. That would be a crazy increase. Like, I think that would actually be somewhat unreasonable if I make that much money this year. If he thinks he's there, oh yeah, you're super behind on target, actually. Doing terrible. Like, Matthias, you really need to step up your game. Because, you know, all the earnings that I did get, not from your work. Then I need to take a cut. Sorry, my management already takes a cut. That's all I can miss. I'm afraid. Why is that because of the flooring that's underneath it? Oh my god, that rug is slightly transparent. That's strange. I mean, I like the dark green color enough that I'll use it, but um okay, and then I need to get a robe. I'm trying to type in my search bar, but as per usual, there we go. It freezes when I do that. Let's get the robe of the so I can put that on the door. Do we have a green one? We do. Perfect. I would maybe like to get a little medicine cabinet above the toilet. There we go. And then I just realized I used this petal pattern, but what if I make it blue? Because Abu is from the Netherlands, and one of our infamous tile patterns is like white with dark blue, like Delft's blue. Which I think could actually be really nice if we use that here. And then I like this one more, but then I might make the wall the dark blue swatch. No, I actually like it with this. I feel like this is a good Dutch bathroom. And it's cute. I like it. See? Bam. Bathroom done. I did that. Let's go to the next bathroom, which is upstairs. This is the bathroom for Esther and Charlotte. I actually want to quickly check what Charlotte's favorite colors are. If it's anything close to Esther's, I'll go for another blue theme. Does your management take a cut of all your work? No, they only take a cut of the things that they arrange. So any sponsorships that come in through them, they don't take money from anything that I make from Twitch or YouTube, and they take 20%. So it's actually a really fair arrangement. And I've also noticed I had my intake call with them last week, and they also give like a lot of advice on what I could do with my content to you know, like reach broader audiences, or I don't know, like sort of be smart about my content to prevent having to do a lot of work for very little reward, so to say, quote unquote reward. And that reward can be either money or growth or quality or community building. Like that can be a lot of different things. But sometimes as a creator, you get so sort of sucked up in the daily run of your work that you sort of forget to evaluate whether the thing you're doing is actually adding value to your ecosystem of content. And they've actually been giving me really good guidance, even though I've only had one call with them. They immediately had two very clear suggestions where they were like, hey, you know what? We actually think that if you change this, or if you think about this, or if you experiment with this or this, that might be useful for, you know, your growth, quality, etc. Which is something that I've never had before. Like, I've never been able to, apart from with peers, like with other creators who obviously also look at my content and they had like ideas or suggestions. But it was very nice to really have that input from a business perspective, from a group that's like really looking out for, okay, how can we make basically your content as marketably attractive as possible without losing who you are and what you value in your content? Like, how can we just help you prioritize and maybe slightly nudge attention to one side or the other so that it stays a thing that you enjoy, so it stays a thing that you and your community enjoy, but at the same time, it's something where you don't struggle for money every month. Like, how do we find that balance? Which is something that with my old management, who by the way took the exact same cut, so it's a very industry standard cut to take 20% of the things that they arrange for you. But I feel like with this agency, I'm already getting so much more out of the fact that I'm paying them. It's not just, oh, they arrange deals for me. I feel like they're a really strategic partner in what I'm doing, which is actually really nice. Like, so far, I'm so happy with my management. Is like, I know it was a bit scary to make the transition and like, to make a change. And now I'm like, yeah, this has actually been really nice. Um, okay, let me see. Where are Charlotte's answers? 'Cause I know they are in the channel. Okay. So, favorite color is blue, but for her house, she likes more neutral colors. Okay, but we can work with that. We can work with neutral and blue in the bathroom. Um, a good match is it's literally game changing. Yeah. And I heard really good things about this management before. Um, like I have friends of mine that work with them as well. So I reached out to my friends. And I asked them like, "Hey, how do you experience working with this specific management? Like are you enjoying it? Do you feel heard? Do you feel seen? Do you feel understood, etc.?" And they were all very positive, which definitely helped in the decision of picking them as a management to go for. Because I think in the end, any decision you make, that goes for like any content creator, um, it can be challenging because, like, for instance, now I have a management in Europe, which just means that their network in the US is limited. That's not because they're doing something wrong. That's literally just what it is. That's how it works. They also mostly sign with European creators, which means that it's for them more attractive to have like a really big network here in the EU. The biggest downside of that is that obviously I have a big US audience. So for sponsors in the EU, I'm not always the most interesting to work with. But then for sponsors in the US, they don't have the contacts or the competition is killing. So like I have a big US audience, but they don't necessarily want to work with me because, there's another creator that's bigger, better, bolder, whatever. Um, Whereas I think opposite, if I had signed with a like wow, speaking row, if I had signed with an American agency, I would have had the opposite because they wouldn't have understood European laws and GDPR and like VAT and stuff like that. So I think no matter what you do, there's always some sort of quality cut. Like you have to figure out that some things just are at a disadvantage compared to when you do it yourself. Because then you can just exactly tailor what you need. But yeah, so far I'm really happy. It's been really nice. And it also helps a lot for me mentally to know that I'm not doing this all by myself. Oops, I pressed F1 instead of escape. I accidentally F'd one out of the build. Also, Ruby, thank you so much for cheering me on and welcome in. It is so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And Lena, thanks for cheering me on as well. Even though you said slow down. I feel like bathrooms are easy though, because they're not super personal. Ooh, saving is actually a solid idea. Um, I think your management advises against effing one out of the build. I think so too. I think you might be right. Honestly, I would probably advise myself against that as well. Okay, I was trying to figure out, but this feels very narrow, but I might still do it. I'm trying to make like a closed off shower so that because it's a shared bathroom, right? So it's like actually kind of nice if you can take a shower and you don't immediately run into each other. I know we have a more narrow one as well. This one is actually kind of perfect. Then we just get a little saucer light. Also, Ghosty, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. It is nice to have you today. Little saucer light in the shower. I was gonna say in the shadow. That sounds very ominous if I say it like that. Then we add the shower, and then it would actually be nice to just have some simple things. We have like a loofah and a sponge and maybe some soap. Um Yes, your chatter contract stays the same. Don't worry, nothing changes. You are all good. Let's add like 2 bottles of hair wash and shampoo and stuff. Then I just use that thing from the sleek bathroom kit, and I might actually want to use that again. Like the sort of ledge, for lack of better words, I guess. This one. I think that actually works really nicely over there. Um, the chattering is a vibe. It's very important. We can add a nice plant, and we can add. Ooh, because this is a bathroom for 2 girly pops. Hold on, I want to use that too. Now I can actually use the thing. Where is it? This thing, like the brush and the hair clip. Um, would you just be Rosanna or actually, fun fact about this is when I was signing with my management, we talked about which name I use online. Also, Lily, thank you so much for the 26 months. Holy butts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. With your Prime as well. You only have one of those and you decided to share it with me. I appreciate that so much. Please enjoy all the subby perks. And it is good to see you. I hope you're doing amazing. Um, but when we were talking to my management, for like my little announcement, they asked like, "Oh, do you want to go with Rosanna or Rosannatxt?" And I was like, "Oh, that's a really good question." I've never really given much thought to it specifically because I just always use my username Rosannatxt. But like for a specific announcement or something, I'd never thought whether I wanted to be addressed as Rosanna or Rosannatxt. Then I was like, you know what? Let's go with Rosannatxt because that is obviously my online like username thing. I do use Rosanna when I'm just interacting with people, but I don't know. It felt right to go with the Rosannatxt in the announcement. But then I was like, oh, it's so funny because at this point, Rosannatxt feels like my name in a way, which is weird because it's not, obviously. Um, like it's my username, but I feel like then that kind of made me wonder if you guys in chat have this too. Like if you use a username for a really long time, like your gamer tag or something, do at one point you start to associate that as your real name? Like, is that just a thing in your brain where you go like, oh yeah, that's my name? Um, that is true. You get the TXT anyways, but not with every Rosanna comes TXT. That is exclusive to Rosanna TXT. Oh yeah, Scott calls me Rosanna TXT all the time. Actually, now that you say this, ironically enough, I don't think Scott ever says my name. Like, I think we've talked about this before, but we never call each other by our names. I feel like if I ever walking up to you at like an event, I would be say, yeah, oh no, you'd be full naming me 100%. So I guess at an event, you would probably more so go like Ro, more like nickname. But indeed, if at an event we were to run into each other and you would say, oh my God, hi, Rosanna TXT, I'd be like, what? What are you talking about? What do you mean? But then at the same time, I feel like at TwitchCon EU, when I had a meet and greet, like, I'm guessing that if people were telling other people, like, "Oh, I'm going to a meet and greet," they wouldn't be saying, like, "Oh, I'm going to Rose meet and greet," because that is like, who's that, you know? Also, hi, Nymphliar, welcome in. It's good to see you, and thank you so much for cheering me on. I appreciate it. I should have said Miss TXT. Yeah, you should have. That would have been amazing. Um, what is that one creator you mainly use CC for? You had two, I think. One started with the letter O. I don't think I have creators that I mainly use CC from. Like, if I had to come up with a couple of names for that question, the first thing that come to mind is Pierre Sim, Sixum CC, Charlie Pancakes, Peacemaker, Ravasheen. Those are creators that I know for a fact I actually have a lot of CC from in my game. So I might actually, like, by accident use a lot of their CC simply because it's in my game. Like, it's just accessible. Um, But on my new CC website, if you want it, it's already live. You can check it. I also have a category that's organized by creator. Oh, my Shuno-san, of course. Yeah, I also have a lot for my Shuno-san. If you scroll through it, it's organized by creator, so you can just literally see which creators I have a lot of packs from. I only think that yeah. So I'm afraid I need this command to be updated. Don't use the second link. The second link no longer works. Use the first link. I think that will lead you to the right page. Yeah, the first link is all right. So I just need to remove the second link because now everything is on one page. But for anyone hanging out here, this is like my Mons page on my website. And then I have a specific page for custom content. And then I have CAS, subcategories, CAS per creator, CAS per video. And then I have build by per creator. And you can basically see like all the sets that I have. And from some creators, for instance, Felixandra, you can see that I have a lot. Like House of Harlix is Felixandra and Hey Harry collabs. Um, but like some of them I only have like a little bit. And then some of them I obviously have. Oh, it's not loading. Okay, that's fine. Sure, embarrass me notion. But like Charlie Pancakes, as you can see, I have a lot from Charlie Pancakes because I really love the CC that they make. Um, so yeah, that helps a little bit in sometimes figuring out which creators I really love is simply just judging how much I've downloaded from them. Maybe I'll go for the little blue one. That's actually pretty cute. Okay, so then we have the shower, we have the toilet, and I made sure that both are separate so that you can use it without running into each other. I might actually go for this little in reminders. Thank you. I appreciate it. That is really nice. I could go for this. And then maybe I'll just do like a little extra area over here. Oh, that doesn't work. I was hoping that would be smaller. Hmm. Hmm. That's unfortunate. Does that come with a half one? And is that smaller? Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. I just wanted like a little bit of extra space where I can add things on top of it. Because if you have a bathroom with two girls, I feel like you guys might have a lot of accessories in here. I just feel like the entrance to the shower is a teeny tiny bit awkward like this. I don't know if this end piece is like, it's not smaller. That's just unfortunate. I mean, it's not bad. You can still easily walk in. I might actually keep it because I like the counter space. Um, Especially considering that this is pretty big bathroom, so it's not like we have to be super careful with the space that we have. I just want to add like a ton of clutter in here. Like day creams and stuff like that. I don't know. I just have a feeling that you guys both enjoy a good amount of self-care. I already have the toothbrushes. Maybe this one. Your bathroom literally has stuff everywhere. No, that's fair. That is fair. I feel like at this point, my bathroom doesn't have a lot of stuff. Well, it does. As in, like, I have a lot of stuff, but it's in a cabinet, but that cabinet is so full. Like, it's actually ridiculous. Also, hi Eva, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Yes, we're chatting now because we're doing some nice gaming. We are doing some nice gaming. But yeah, it is really good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. I'm really happy that I do like the mix of co-working and gaming. Because sometimes I think about this for like other co-working streamers. I can only imagine that it must be pretty hard to like build community. It's not like we don't build community on co-working. Like we have specific lore and memories and stuff that happened on co-working. So it's still things happen, but you just have so much less time to actually catch up with people. Love your website. Let's go. I'm so happy. I'm always happy when people like enjoy the website because I worked really hard on it. And on a shelf, but because the bathroom is tiny. Oh yeah, that makes total sense. I had that in my old house as well. Like the bathroom was much, much smaller than what I have now. And especially when I started dating Scott, like originally I lived in that house by myself, right? So most of the things didn't feel like it was really cluttered or full because it was just one person. But then he started staying over more and like he started leaving some things in my bathroom, like, shower gel and just his toothbrush and stuff like that. Um, so he wouldn't have to carry it back and forth every single time. But that meant that my bathroom got so full because it was not equipped for two people. You can't work at home. Yeah. Then it's difficult to do. I still watched co-working streams in the office, but you have to have an employer that's somewhat okay with that, I guess. Which is definitely not everyone's employer. um, but yeah, it's I remember also sometimes in the office I had like days where I wanted to watch co-working streams, but I was just super busy. And I would always be so annoyed. Oh, you're a teacher. Yeah, then there's that's not much use either to watch a co-working stream then. Um Or maybe you should I don't know, like, maybe it works for the kids, helps them focus. No, but I get it. Um, it makes sense that then co-working is not the most useful. Okay, hold on. I want to stack these. Mm, there we go. I think that's actually cute. Uh, let's see, what else? Oh, we can have these, like, cutesy rolled up towels. That's actually really nice. Yeah, just put on the co-working stream in a classroom. I mean, I don't necessarily think that the average teacher would be allowed to do that, but it would be fun. So often send my students off to co-working when they're not with me for homework and stuff. Wait, really? That's so cool. I never thought about that, but that's actually really fun. Um, I'm scared they will bump into you on one. I mean, the co-working space is relatively small, so the chances aren't even that slim. Like it's entirely possible they might run into you. Which would be kind of funny, I guess. Um, I teach at an art school for a year, would actually be an option there. Yeah, I guess maybe like some types of education would definitely be possible. Um, I guess it really depends on how exactly you work together. Um, your student wants your students want your Twitch name. Oh yeah. Do you give it to them? How'd you get unlimited money? If you're on like world view, so if you're I can't really show because something's blocking it, but like if you're on the map view, in there you have to pick a lot where there's no household. If there's a household, you have to move them out and then you click on the lot and you go into build mode. If you're interested, I have a little tutorial on my YouTube. There's like a series called the Builders Bootcamp. I think I actually have a command specifically for that. In that playlist, in the first video, I explain how to get unlimited money when building. Like I actually show you in game, in case you want to know. Also, Roopson, welcome in. I hope you're doing super well today. Um, I can't have them on my social media. No, that's completely fair. I already assumed that, but I was like kind of curious. But that makes perfect sense. Um, that makes perfect sense. I remember as a kid, I had like a teacher who was in a band and I would always bug her. Like I was so desperate to know what band she was playing in. And as a kid, I didn't realize that was something that you're like not supposed to do. Yes, it is, but I also just posted the links in chat so you can click on them as well. But other than that, my YouTube name is exactly the same as my Twitch name here, so you should be able to find it quite easily as well. Um, but it's like I remember as a kid, I was like so curious. I was like, "Oh, I would love to know what you're doing and like the music that you're making." Even though obviously it's not something that you're supposed to know, like, or that's not a way that you're supposed to be in contact with your teachers. Like, you're not supposed to go to their concerts and stuff. Um, so when I graduated, like my final year was primary school, so I was like 12 years old. Her goodbye gift to me was a CD of her band. She was like, you waited patiently for like such a long time, like 5 years. And I know that you've always been really intrigued with the music that I make. And up until now, I couldn't tell you what band I play in, but now that I won't be your teacher anymore, here is a like a CD with my music. And I still have it. Was it good? Actually, it was. Yeah. They mostly did covers, but they kind of took like standard songs and made them a little bit into like rock emo songs. Um and like poppy songs and turned it into emo rock. And I mean, my teenager me, like my young teenager, that was also a fan of Tokyo Hotel and stuff like that. I was really excited about this. I was like, "Oh, this is good. Yes, please, more of this." So, I actually listened to it quite a lot. Eventually, I didn't like grow out of it, but you sort of stop listening to it. I still have the CD somewhere. And the funniest thing is that when my sister, like my youngest sister, when she was towards the end of primary school, she was struggling a little bit with math and like just counting and stuff because she has is it called dyscalculia in English? I actually don't know. I know you have dyslexia, but it's like the one with numbers. And she was struggling. So my parents were looking for someone to help her to do like remedial teaching or like one-on-one help for her to get better at math. And then they found this person who was like specialized. Yeah, but I don't know how to say that properly. Like I know that in Dutch we would say dyscalculie, but like I don't know how to properly pronounce it in English. But that one. Um but they found like a teacher specialized in helping, and it turned out it was my teacher from like my um 3rd to 5th grade, the one that played in a band. So then when I was much older, like it was literally dyscal is it just dyscalula? No, dyscalcula. Wait, is that how you say it? But why is there an I in there that you don't say? Dyscalcula? That actually makes a lot of sense. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, "Oh yeah, that actually sounds correct." Um, but I was like about to move out. I think I was maybe it was a bit earlier. I was maybe like 19 or 20. And I remember one morning I just came downstairs. Like I was still living with my parents. Came from my bedroom downstairs in my pajamas, messy bun. All of a sudden, my 5th grade teacher was sitting in my living room to teach my sister. That was very weird. I remember being like, hi? Like, genuinely confused as to what she was doing in my house. But she was helping my sister, and, like, after that, she would come over basically every weekend to, like, help teach. But it was so confusing. I did get to tell her that I liked her music, yeah, which she thought was very cute. Did you get an autograph? I should have asked if she could sign, my CD. Also, I think the second bathroom is done. I actually like how this turned out. We have, like, a separate shower. We have a very simple separate toilet, but it has, like, a little cabinet for all the toilet rolls. You know what would be perfect in here? A little toilet plant. Cannot go too long without a toilet plant. There we go. Very cutesy. Yes, I do. You can see my stream schedule either on my website or in my Discord. The best place would be Discord because then I also personalize the time zones. So the times actually show in your personal time zone. If you're like on a different time zone than me, that's particularly useful. Then you don't have to do the calculation of like, oh, her schedule says 7 p.m., but I don't know what that is for me. But otherwise on my website, you can also always see it. There's like a little link on the navigation bar that just says schedule. And I update it every Sunday. So, in case you're wondering when you can see the schedule for the next week. And if you're curious, That is just like my default schedule. So gaming is on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. and co-working is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, usually from 9 a.m. to 5/6. And then for like very specific things, I basically post it in the Discord. Okay, so I think you might not believe it, but I think I'm ready to start working on Charlotte's room. I finished the 2 bathrooms. Um, spin the wheel? Oh, you want me to spin the wheel to see if Charlotte's gonna get picked? Okay. I mean, honestly, it is a tradition. May I ask a weird question? You may always ask. I can't promise if I'll answer. Okay, chat. Let's see who is next. Hmm. Who shall it be? What a surprise! The next room is Charlotte. um, but yeah, we're gonna work on Charlotte's room. That's the last room from the mod mansion. It's not a really clear outcome. Maybe respin. Imagine it said no. Just like nothing. No next person. This makes it official. That is true. That is true. Oh yeah, I saved, I think, right before, but I'll save again. And then we're gonna read Charlotte's answers to the questions. Thank you for the uptime reminder. I appreciate it. I was thinking we can like read her questions, come up with a little bit of an idea, and then I think it's time for my midstream break. But Charlotte's favorite color is blue, but for her house, she likes neutral colors more. Her hobbies are reading books, writing, gaming, and music. She sings. I did not know that. I actually learned that just now. That is so cool. I do know that she has a bookstagram and she actually has a booktube as well. So I want to make sure to include lots of books. I want to make sure to include a streaming setup and like a recording setup. Her style is clean, modern, and neutral. We can work with that. She would say that she's mostly a minimalist. She doesn't own a lot of stuff, but she still considers herself messy. She loves family photos on the wall, as they do mean a lot to me. She would also love a reading nook. She doesn't want her work to be represented. She's trying to forget that place. So we're gonna represent her hobby as work. Like basically because she is doing booktube, she's doing streaming, she's doing content creation. I think we're gonna represent that. And I really like the family photos because Charlotte is, she cares a lot about her family. I know that she shares like Snapchats and stuff of her kids and also on Instagram. And like, I know that it means a lot to her. So we definitely have to include that. Her favorite food is spicy Korean fried chicken. I can get behind that. That's very delicious. The favorite place that she's ever visited is Crete, which I don't know if I can include, but I love that place. I've never been, but I've seen really nice pictures. She loves art, but she doesn't really have a specific type. So I think we're just gonna see what fits with the room. Um, and she has a dog and a cat. And here she still writes, I would love for my dog Emilio and her cat Asterix. Unfortunately, Emilio passed away since, but I know that she has another dog. So we can still make sure that there's place for a cat and a dog in the house. Um, and she says, please, if you give me any plants, remember that they have to be plastic unless you want me to unalive them. So we're giving Charlotte a lot of fake plants, I guess. Charlotte is super cool. If you're hanging out here, by the way, that goes for like quite some of my mods. I'm saying quite some, and then I'm realizing it's actually 3, I think. 3 of my mods. Hi, Liv. It's good to see you. Hello, hello. Also, Pocahontas, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing amazing. And Seofar, welcome in. It's really good to see you as well. And Tanisha, hello. I also just found out, and bestie, see? It's not like she very often talks about it, right? Okay, I'm happy. Now I feel less bad about not knowing that Charlotte sings. Also, Alma, hi, it is good to see you. I hope you're doing well. The new dog is named Lewis. Thank you. I was just about to say I know that she shared the name, but I forgot it. Um, but that's really nice. Okay, so we're gonna include a place for Lewis and Asterix. Um, and there was something else that I want to say. Oh yeah. So I have 3 of my mods that actually create content themselves. Actually, no, it's 4 because Lena has a Sims YouTube. So Lena has a Sims YouTube. I don't know if you've posted there recently, but I do know you have it. Then we have Abu, the Flying Fox Den, who also streams here on Twitch. Then we have Charlotte, who also streams, who also has a booktube, and who also posts a lot about, like, is on Bookstagram, so posts a lot about books on Instagram as well. Lasira actually streams too. Hold on, I'm lying. Lasira is a streamer too. Lasira does co-working herself. And then we have Micah, who also streams co-working and The Sims and sometimes like art and stuff. So I have a bunch of my mods who all actually create content themselves. Let me make a little list. Wait, I can do this. Oh my god. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I think it works like this. I've never done this before. I can only do shout outs for Twitch. So I don't know. I don't think I can shout you out, Lena, on just YouTube. But I'm more than happy to find the link and post it if you want me to. If you want me to, of course. Like, if you feel that makes you pressured to start posting again, then I'm not gonna do it. I mean, I do promo you on my YouTube channel as one of my friends. Hee hee. Okay, I hope this works. Haha, look at that. I did that. Shabam. If you're hanging out here, those are my friends. Although Lasira's one, does that work? Is that her right? Oh. Yeah, that doesn't work. That's weird. The one from Charlotte works. Oh, wait, it's because it adds the stupid thing. Oh, no, that sure, but no pressure. Oh, I'm finding it. I didn't realize I just have to write the names like this. Hold on. There shouldn't be any semicolons in between. I can just do this. Bam! Those are my friends. What? Ro, how can you fuck this up 3 times? That's embarrassing because it's the Flying Fox then. We're gonna ignore the previous ones. Bam! These are my friends. Bam! Now I actually did it right. I know how to stream. 3rd time's a charm. I know, right? I know what I'm doing. I actually don't think I've ever used the multi shout out myself. Ironically enough. Still the semicon. What do you mean? I removed them and then it placed them back. I don't want to talk about it. There we go. I actually did it now. And let's pretend it didn't take 4 times, okay? Let's pretend I actually did that in one go and it was very smooth and no one saw a thing. And then on top of that, this one. See, I did that one in one go. That is Lena's YouTube channel. Let's go. I promoed for everyone. Oh yeah, I definitely missed it. Did you publish yourself on the follow sound alert? Your thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Comes so promptly. Oh, 100%. I puffled myself so bad that when I once was editing a VOD for my stream, while I was co-working streaming, in the VOD, the follower alert went off, and I literally on stream went, "Thank you for the follow," and I did like the little heart. Um, yes, Nymphliora. Yes, exactly. It is okay to fail. Then you just try again. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. But yeah, those are all my mods that make content themselves. So if you're ever curious, because all of my mods are really freaking cool. So if you like want to support them, you can do that. No, Naomi, I'm so sorry. That sucks. Oh, I hope that you're not in too much pain. You're literally the second person, technically, the other person is a kid from someone in the community, but you're the second person in the Planty community to break bones today, and both of you are Dutchies. I don't know what is going on in the Netherlands, but it's a dangerous place to be, apparently. But I hope that you heal fast, because that really sucks. This would be such a funny prank standing behind you playing it. Oh, 100%. Although I think if the context, like out of context, if I'm not at my setup, I don't think it would happen. Like, I don't think I would go, "Thank you for the follow," if I wasn't at my setup. If it was just in the wild, so to say. Um, I don't know. I've never tried it. I've never heard the sound while I was out and about. Um, and I've said, "How can I help you?" To a stranger in public. It's like one of those things where, you do condition yourself. Like, your brain just kinda goes, "Oh, I hear this sound," automatic response. But yeah, anyways, the break is starting in 50 seconds. So I think we're gonna start building after the break, but I'm gonna make sure that Charlotte has a nice neutral room with a streaming setup, like a nice setup where she can make content. I actually have seen some photos and pictures of her current house. So I would like to include some Nordic design because she has like some very typical Nordic walls, I feel like. We're gonna make her a book nook. We're gonna add a bunch of family pictures. I think it's gonna be really cozy. And I think I should be able to finish her room in like the rest of the stream. I can do it. I have faith in myself. But yeah, enjoy your break. If you're hanging out here, you can check how cute you are, how cozy you are. That's a lie. Wow. How crispy you are. You can lick the salt lamp if you want. Burnt crisp. Okay, well, this bot is not nice to me. I'm gonna go on a break. I'll talk to you guys in 5 minutes, okay? Hi, chat. I'm back. Hello. I just go on big screen because I have something to show you guys. You know what I did yesterday? I went to Primark. For any Simmers, there's an official Sims collab with Primark. Look. It's like a crop top that says Motherload. Control Shift C. That's one. And I also got the socks. But I'm wearing one pair, so I'm gonna have to show you my socks, which is gonna be difficult. But it says like Sul, and there's also one that just says The Sims, and then there's one that has like little Sims icons. And then I have this one, which is the jammies. It's like a big t-shirt. It's very loose, it's very comfortable. It says Sul. Oh yeah, the other shirt. Wait, let me show you. This one says Motherload, Control Shift C. Many people tried to find it. Yeah, they usually stock up in bigger cities first, so smaller Primarks might not have it because it's literally been out for like 2 days. And it was already almost sold out at my Primark in Rotterdam, which is like a huge Primark. The Motherload, it depends. It's either like a daytime shirt or a pajamas. You can figure out yourself what you want. Molly, hello, hello. Oh my goodness, it's so good to see you. How are you doing? Hello, hello. How was your stream? What were you up to in The Sims today? Thank you so much for sharing your community. Also, Yana, welcome in. Lotta, welcome in. Kate, hi. It is very good to see you. Orange Cat, she literally just joined. You guys are so lucky. She has a new, like, little thingy. Hold on. I need to get my cup out of the way. Hold on, hold on. Is it gonna work? Oh, crap. It's not working yet. Hold on. We have to fix something important. You might not see me for 3 seconds, but it's gonna be worth it, I promise. You can hear me still? I promise you guys, this is gonna be worth it. Just need to oh, that's great. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Again, promise, gonna be worth it. There we go. I just needed to reselect the cat cam. Oh. Oopsie, it's broken here too. I changed my setup over the weekend and everything is broken. But we're just gonna pretend that is not. I'm gonna have to go here, transform, and I'm gonna do I promise it's gonna be worth it. You get ooh, I shouldn't do that because I can see my own hand in the camera. That's terrible. Can I reset the transform? This is so weird. Why is it only showing in a corner? Why is it only showing a part of the camera? What is happening? Huh? I'm so confused. I can also not fix it. Like, I already reset it, and for some reason it's cropped. Okay, so you get to see a cat ear. There you go. A little part of her head. I don't know why it's broken, but I guess we're running with it. But Gold Dust Woman, welcome in. Is it Guiel, welcome in. Malin, of course, welcome in. Corner mode, exactly. Corner mode enabled. Mary, welcome in. It's so good to see all of you. I was gonna be like, oh my god, my cat is here to welcome you guys in after that raid. My cat's ear is here to welcome you guys in after that raid. Thank you so much. How was your stream? I hope you had the most magnificent time. For anyone hanging out here, I'm not sure. I think we got a shout out already, but can we get another like in chat shout out? For Malin, please, because anyone hanging out here, you absolutely need to go drop your bum on Malin's follow button. Absolutely wonderful fellow simmer. Thank you so much for bringing your friends over. We're doing some building today, but as you guys came in, I was just showing off. I went to Primark. I'm one of the people that did it. I fell for it. It was chaotic. What did you do gameplay or building today? Um, but I did it. I went to Primark. I got the t-shirt and the pajama shorts. So yeah, I was just showing off my recent purchases. But for anyone who's new to the stream, hi, my name is Rosanna or Ro. I use she, her pronouns. On the channel, we do co-working, gaming, and a sprinkle of IRL. And I need to fix my cat cam, but I have two cats. One of them is named Toot. That's the orange one that you see on the desk. And the other one's named Soos. Although she is a bit shy, so you might not see her as often on the stream. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. But welcome in. I hope all of you are doing well. I was building and editing. Ooh, nice. Wait, you do building and editing on stream? Like, I also edit during co-working streams, but how do you do that? Are you like chatting while you're editing? New cat cam? Well, it's not really new. We've had it for a month, I guess now. But I mostly have it on co-working streams because during gaming streams, I don't have it on the gaming scene. For some reason, it's broken here. And I don't understand why, because like if I go here, look, now you can actually see her. You just can't see me. But then when I go here and I try to fix that, it's sort of like broken. I can try to re-add it. Hold on. Because now I'm like committed. Um. Oh, I know why. I know. This scene is broken. Hi, Noah. Hello, hello. Okay, hold on. I can fix. I know what I messed up. I fixed it in the wrong scene. Don't ask why I have two scenes. It doesn't make any sense, but it is what it is.